Imagine waking up to find a bag of cash left at your doorstep. It sounds like a dream come true, but for one girl, it led to an unexpected adventure. After adopting a dog from the shelter, her life seemed normal. Until one day, her dog came home with a mysterious bag of money. Initially, she thought about reporting it to the police, but decided to keep the cash and enjoy it. However, her excitement turned to anxiety when she received a threatening letter from the person who owned the money. The letter changed everything, leaving her with no choice but to involve the police. Once upon a time, there was a woman named Cinthia who lived all by herself in a cozy house in the suburbs. Although she liked her job, her house felt too quiet, and she had been feeling lonely for a long time. She often daydreamed about having some company. After weeks of thinking about it, Cinthia decided it was time to get a pet. She believed a dog would be the perfect companion. One bright sunny afternoon, Cinthia drove to the local animal shelter, her heart full of hope, but also a bit nervous. As she walked past the rows of barking dogs, one special dog caught her attention. He wasn't a young, playful puppy, but an older dog with kind eyes and a gentle nature. His name was Polo. From the moment she saw him, Cinthia felt a deep connection. She knew right away that Polo was the one she wanted to adopt, eager to give him a loving and cozy home for the rest of his life. Bringing Polo home was an incredibly special moment for Cinthia. She had bought everything he needed: bowls, a soft bed, toys, and tasty treats. Polo settled into his new home quickly and seemed really happy. The first few months were amazing. Polo was gentle and well-behaved, and he brought a warmth into Cynthia's life that she hadn't realized she was missing. One evening, while Cinthia was getting Polo's dinner ready, she noticed something unusual. Polo came inside from the yard with a small pouch tied to his collar. Curious, she took it off and opened it. To her surprise, the pouch was filled with dollar bills. She counted the money and discovered it was over $100. Confused, Cinthia wondered how this money ended up with Polo. Who would put money on a dog? She considered calling the police, but decided against it for now. It seemed too strange to explain. Instead, she shrugged it off, thinking it must be some odd mistake. Maybe Polo had wandered onto someone's property, and they had decided to give him money for some reason she couldn't understand. It seemed harmless, though a bit unusual. Over the next few days, something even stranger happened. Polo kept bringing back more money. Every time he returned from his walks, there was a new pouch of cash tied to his collar. Cynthia's curiosity grew, but so did her temptation. The money was real, and she began to enjoy having extra cash. She bought herself a new outfit and even took her friend out to a fancy dinner, something she usually couldn't afford. Her friend noticed the sudden change in Cynthia's spending and asked how she was managing it. Feeling a little guilty, Cinthia lied and said she had gotten a promotion at work. As the days passed, the money kept coming, but Cinthia started to feel uneasy. One morning, after letting Polo out like usual, she went to check the mail. Among the usual letters and ads, she found a strange envelope with no return address. Curious, she opened it carefully, and what she saw made her shiver. Inside was a letter written entirely in Chinese. Cinthia had no idea what it said, so she used a translation app on her phone to figure it out. Her heart raced as she read the message. "We gave you the money, now leave us alone. We'll finish the dog off when it gets back to us to clear all tracks." Cynthia's stomach dropped. What did they mean by "finish the dog off"? Who were these people? And why were they giving her money in the first place? She felt a wave of panic. She thought about calling the police but hesitated. What if they thought she was involved in something illegal? What if they took Polo away from her? Later that afternoon, as Cinthia tried to make sense of everything, the doorbell rang. When she answered, she found 2 police officers standing outside. They asked if they could come in, and with her heart pounding, Cinthia invited them inside. The officers explained that they had received a call from one of her friends. Her friend had noticed Cynthia's sudden change in behavior, her new clothes, the fancy dinners, and the way she was spending money that didn't fit her usual lifestyle. Worried, the friend had called the police to check on her. Feeling trapped, Cinthia didn't know what to do. After a moment of hesitation, she decided to tell the truth. She explained everything: the money Polo had been bringing home, the strange letter she had just received, and her fears about it all. The police listened carefully. After hearing about the letter, they asked if they could search her house. Cinthia agreed, hoping they would understand and believe her story. The officers quickly found the letter and used their own translation software to read it. The message was clear. Cinthia had somehow stumbled into something much bigger than she realized. The police became more concerned. They explained that there had been a recent investigation into suspicious activities in the area, illegal deals, people going missing, and untraceable money circulating. They feared that Cinthia might have been dragged into this unknowingly. As the officers searched the house, Cynthia's neighbor came forward with some crucial information. She had noticed a strange man coming and going from Cynthia's property, always around the same time that Polo went out for his walks. The neighbor had assumed it was someone Cinthia knew, but now, with the police involved, she realized it might be important to mention. The officers quickly found the letter and used their translation software to read it. The message was clear. Cinthia had accidentally become involved in something much bigger than she realized. The police grew more worried. They told her there had been an investigation into suspicious activities in the area, illegal deals, people going missing, and mysterious money circulating. They feared that Cinthia might have unknowingly gotten mixed up in this dangerous situation. While the officers were searching the house, Cynthia's neighbor stepped forward with important information. She had seen a strange man coming and going from Cynthia's property, always around the same time Polo went for his walks. The neighbor had thought it was someone Cinthia knew, but with the police now involved, she realized it was crucial to share what she had seen. The police set up a plan. They decided to keep a close watch on Cynthia's house, waiting for the mysterious man to come back. The next morning, Cinthia let Polo out as usual, and just as they hoped, the strange man appeared. He dropped something near the edge of the yard and quickly left. The police swooped in and arrested him. It turned out the man was part of a local criminal group using Polo to move money as part of a secret operation. When Cinthia adopted Polo, the criminals lost track of him, but didn't realize it until it was too late. They kept using Polo, not knowing he had a new owner. The letter had been a threat, warning Cinthia to stay away from their business, though she had unknowingly gotten involved. Once everything was sorted, the police reassured Cinthia that she wasn't in trouble. She was just an innocent bystander caught in a larger scheme. The authorities arrested everyone involved, and Cinthia was allowed to keep the money Polo had brought home. They advised her to be more careful and keep Polo on a leash from now on, just to stay safe. Though she had enjoyed the extra cash while it lasted, Cinthia quickly realized that the stress and danger weren't worth it. She went back to her regular routine, feeling relieved that the weird situation was over. Polo stayed by her side as always, but now he never wandered too far from home. Cinthia was grateful for the peace and the loyal company of her furry friend. So, that's all for today. What are your thoughts about this story? Tell us in the comment section below. And if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Your support means so much to us. Until then, take care, and thanks for watching.